Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back for another VOD review, and today we're going to be looking at the most recent solo cash cup, and specifically FaZe Dubs, who is a very well recognized figure in the community. We're going to be looking at two of his games, one of them an 8-kill win, and another one a 5-kill 4th place, and seeing how he could have made that into a win. And also taking a look at how FaZe Dubs uses his Fortnite fundamentals to his advantage, and at why fundamentals are the most important things in fighting. So what do I mean when I say Fortnite fundamentals? So to me, when I think of Fortnite fundamentals, I don't think mechanics or being the fastest edit courser. I think more just always positioning yourself to have the best right and peak in the situation. So what I find interesting here is that Dubs is not actually landing at Pony Burb's main building. He's landing actually at the middle building, which has a lot less loot than main building, but it's usually less contested, even though Dubs is currently contested. So let's see how he fights this one. He has really ideal loot for off spawn. He needs to get this shield off so he has the advantage. This guy knows what Dubs is doing. Dubs knows he's trying to get in. Dubs goes for a stair phase, but he does it incorrectly. That's a really good edit though. This edit, if we go back, look at the opponent's POV. This edit is actually giving the opponent a left-hand peek, and even though Dubs has a left-hand peek, Dubs has the advantage because he has taken the opponent by surprise. See? Look how fast he does it. It's perfect. So after that last fight just ended, Dubs basically escapes the building as quick as possible because he knows that he's super vulnerable as he's only 76 health and there's no more shield in that building. So Dubs is basically looking everywhere in Boney Burbs for shield that's really close to him. So as he's popping a big pot here, as you'll see, a guy pushes him and we'll see how he plays around it. So the second Dubs finds this big pot, he needs to pop that immediately. He cannot fight with 76 health. He hears the harpoon being pulled out, he knows he's jumping into his box. Anticipating that, Dubs plays around his cone extremely well. Just look at this movement from Dubs here. I'll slow it down. Okay, let's take a look at this. The enemy harpoons in. Dubs hits a big shot. He ducks the opponent's shotgun shot actually, and he lines up the SMG shots to finish it off. Beautiful play from Dubs. I've also noticed that some of the most OG Fortnite players are the best at fighting off spawn because they realize that it's not about mechanics. It's all about playing to your advantages off spawn and playing around your disadvantages when you don't have an advantage. After looting Boney, Dubs finds himself in Pleasant Park, but he also finds a llama. Dubs has ideal loot right now for endgame. He doesn't need anything, yet he's pushing into a third-party fight when both the enemies are in pretty close proximity of one another. So Dubs is actually going to leave this fight. This is the correct play because Dubs does not need anything. The only thing that can happen in this fight is that Dubs wastes heals or ends up dying actually. It's not worth getting the one elimination point over dying. So here Dubs is fighting a player who is boxed up right below a supply drop. In my opinion, this is an egoed fright from Dubs. However, Dubs makes a very important observation that this player does not want to fight him. This player is very scared to fight Dubs and is solely focused on the supply drop. So Dubs, realizing that, notices the player's gun swap delay after opening the supply drop and his crosshair placement solely on that wall right there, and he catches him while he's off guard. That is no mechanics involved and pure just lining up your shots and being patient. This fight actually reiterates an important theme from the last video, which is just how to find bad players and what also to do against them to make the fight as easy as possible and to take as little damage as possible. An easy way to pick up an extra elim is recognizing a server focus. Server focuses usually happen on people who are center zone and also people who aren't protecting themselves accordingly, and this guy isn't doing either, right? That guy dies easy. He wasn't doing anything that he should be. But an important thing to recognize right after that is the loot right here, right? Everyone's eyes is going to be on this loot because everyone was server focusing the guy who the loot came off of. So this guy actually pushes in towards the loot and ends up getting all of his health taken away. So even though zone pulls very far for Dubs here, he's actually prioritizing this fight as 49 builds will not last until the end of the game. Dubs ends this fight with 1,000 mats. This is completely ideal and he ends up taking height off of it later. Using the mats he gained earlier, Dubs recognizes that there is no pronounced high ground, so Dubs takes it with still 600 builds remaining, 400 being hard mats. Dubs is now set up to win the game. All he needs to do is spray down, and the win is his. An important thing from last video is also how to play against a 1v1v1. And the important thing, especially if you're on high ground, is just to spray down and force the opponents into one another. Qua's playing this really well, trying to detach the high ground, but Qua's also one tap. Any pump shot should do it for him. Yep, Dubs hits him with the max damage. It's him against a full health Oliver OG, Dubs presumably with more mats. And more heals, actually. So all Dubs has to do here is play zone with his 5 chug splashes. And the fact that Oliver OG immediately goes for the spray out shows that he doesn't have enough heals to combat that. And that's what happens. Free win for FaZe Dubs. In the stacked solo cash cups, being that Champions League is now more arena points, as they buffed it to 7,600, playing for fundamentals and also playing tier strength is going to be extremely important. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it so that we can try and get into the algorithm so more people are exposed to this content. As well as if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so that you'll be notified when more videos like these are posted. And have a great day, guys. Peace.